So, I'm at a new spot today I've never been to before. Launching over these rocks was sure interesting. But yeah, this place is pretty big, so we'll see what happens, but it looks pretty promising. It's beautiful. I'm doing another afternoon shift, so hopefully they don't close the gate at sunset, because that's probably when I'll be back, but who knows. Maybe I'll give them the wildlife department a call in this town and see if they do close the gate here or not at sunset. I have a feeling they do, but you never know. Either way, let's get after it. Hour or so, this first fish is an absolute monster. It's definitely worth waiting. But yeah, the afternoon shift isn't as productive as the morning shift, although this fish is an attest to that. I'm in a tree, but I can't. I thought I was just in weeds, honestly, with this thing. Wow, he is a beast. Still in this tree. Let's get out of it. Did not think this thing was a fish at first, but I'm glad it is, because this is an absolute huge bass. I've gotten like maybe 2 bites so far since I've been here, and I just landed this thing. He wasn't under the tree where I thought a fish would be. He was out in front of it. But wow, he's hooked really good too. This is gonna be a bitch. What the fuck? There we go. Holy shit. That's a huge bass. That might be bigger than the one I caught yesterday. But I thought it was the biggest I've caught so far this year. This thing is definitely 3 pounds. Oh my god. That is a fucking juicy motherfucker. What a good first fish to catch. Hopefully there's more of those bad boys in this lake. Here's another one. Another good sized bass. For sure. They're all like out. I don't know how deep it is out here, but it must stay shallow for a while, or there's just a lot of weeds. Wow. He's another similar size guy. Another fucking beast. Doesn't want to open his mouth though. I'm afraid. Oh, he's hooked on both sides. That's interesting. Alright, let's see if we can help him out. Oh, he freed himself. At least he didn't get off completely. Oh, on your eye. That would be painful. What the fuck? There we go. Come on. Yeah, another. He might not be as big as the first one, but he is absolutely huge. Definitely over probably 2 pounds at least. That thing's beautiful. I'm glad there's like a lot of quality bass in here. And it's literally like 2:15 too. I wasn't expecting. I guess I was expecting some fish, but I'm glad it's these big monster bass. And he hit it real quick, like I think it's a pickerel. I was gonna say, where the fuck is this fish? I just see the weeds. It's a decent sized perch. There's too many weeds. I'm gonna be taking him to the shore real quick here. You let some line out for him, so I can at least take him off at a fucking hook. Come on, man, open up. But the mental health tidbit I wanted to talk about today has to do with therapy. Now, obviously it's a good source for getting help, you know, like problems and shit, but my concern is that it's always someone's first thought when they feel like they need help is to reach out to someone else, a professional, for guidance. And I think it's the notion that that's the automatic like assumption that you need like a professional's help. is like flawed. I think the individual should try sorting things out themselves before paying someone to help them with their own problems. So it's just, I don't know, I think there's too much emphasis put on sharing your feelings with a therapist like once a week for 45 minutes and paying them however much. I mean, granted, a lot of it's through an insurance company, but still, it's just like a matter of driving there. I mean, the Zoom ones, I guess, work for some people too, and it works for a lot of people, but I feel like the advice or just like the guidance they're gonna give you, you can find like on other resources, whether it be the internet or books or something. So I don't know. I think there are better outlets in order to sustain and like maintain like mental health and clarity other than talking to someone. I feel like there's just it seems like it's just like the goal. It seems like it's the golden ticket out of being depressed or anxious is like telling someone about it and then fixing it. Like a lot of times, like when you go to places like that, they'll tell you like, oh, like you have to change yourself, like you have to want to change and you have to do all this shit yourself. So it's like it's not like they're gonna make it easier to get you out of any situation. You gotta do the work yourself. So I don't know. It's just my little 2 cents about that. I've only been maybe a couple times and it was like mandated shit, so I didn't get anything out of it, to be honest. It felt kind of like corny to me. But I know there are good therapists out there and they're doing good work, so it definitely helps a lot of people. I just have my own perspective, I guess. Oh, a little bass just came off. If only those 3 ladies stayed for 2 more seconds, they would have saw me land this beautiful fish. That's a good size, for sure. Oh, nice bass. Another beautiful fucking bass. They're all, actually, I caught that small little guy when he came off the line. But besides that, they've all been fucking huge. I don't know what's good with this hook either. I just pierced myself really well too, getting weeds off this thing. My thumb was bleeding for sure. Yeah, he is an absolute chunk. God damn, you're sexy. He's probably around another 2-pounder. Something like that. Ow. If only they stayed 30 more seconds, they would have just saw me catch that thing and been like, oh wow. Would have got a little wet in their pants maybe. Like, yeah, you like that? There's more where that came from. There's a bunch of bass under this tree, I guess. This one's fucking massive. Yo, this thing's probably the biggest one today, if not the whole season. This thing's taking drag out. Yo, this thing's no joke. I'm getting fucking tossed around with this thing. Hopefully I don't go in any boats. Oh my god, this was, I think, the next cast too, after the one I just caught. Yeah, this thing's not coming to the surface. Holy shit. Oh man. This is definitely the biggest bass I caught this year. And I don't want to fuck with these people's yards and shit. Oh my god. This thing is straight up fucking... This one would make Kevin Van Dam proud. This is the biggest bass I've ever caught. Undoubtedly. Holy shit. He's gonna need a picture once I get him unhooked. I'm literally gonna be in these people's fucking on their dock, but at this point I'm okay with that. What a great lake selection I chose today. Thought the afternoon was gonna prove kinda weak, but these fish have been showing up. All thanks to this crankbait, and he is not coming out of this thing either. Both hooks are set so well. They don't neither of them are gonna want to budge. I don't want to rip his mouth, the skin around his lip or whatever. But it's getting to that point. Oh my god. What the fuck? Oh man, sorry. This thing is beautiful. I don't know which side of him will be able to stretch farther. The side of his body or his mouth. This is crazy. Oh man, I can't get him out. I don't get it. I don't get why this isn't. These three women are walking back now. If only they could see this fucking beast I got right here. I don't want to hit their boat. The dock, I'm okay with, but the boat, I feel like I'll get mad. Despite the circumstances. No, oh. His mouth is out. It's just hooked in the side of him. But I do want to get a picture of him. Oh, no, they're both hooked in the side of him. Shit, man, you gotta relax. Let me help you. This thing's gonna be hard to get out, honestly. Took a very long time. My hand that's holding his lip is so tired. But I do want to take a picture of him. Holy sh! This guy's fucking massive. He's literally like 5 pounds. That guy, that's the biggest bass I've caught all year for sure. He's got to be like 4 or 5 pounds at least. This thing is an absolute beast. Holy shit. I didn't even get it right under it, but I didn't want to risk going into the branches. Oh my god, there's nothing but big bass in here. I don't understand how that's possible, but every bass I've caught in here has been a fucking chunk. This guy is no exception. Wow, he just soaked me. Oh my god, this thing's... Holy shit. What the fuck? How do bass get this big in here? This thing is honestly an absolute beast. I wish pictures like came out better on my phone when I take them, because like I take it and it just doesn't do it justice, just because I can see more, I guess, from my eyes, and the GoPro offers more. This guy's got to be like definitely over 3 pounds. He is a fucking monster. I don't get how there are only juicy fellas in here, but it's a good thing. Caught it early today. just because I caught enough already, and yeah, it is the afternoon, so the chances of catching a lot are kind of slim, but I'm very grateful that I decided to cut across and fish the other side as opposed to just keep going straight down, because it goes for like another 3/4 of a mile at least after this big open section. Like it's like it turns into a river pretty much. And I was like, do I fish the whole one side down? And I'm so glad I didn't, because I cut over into these coves and that's where I caught that huge monster. But this is a really strange feature. I've seen it in maybe like one other place, like one Maspenock, where it's like all these baby islands kind of in the middle. There's like one legit island that's very tiny and really rocky, but then it's all like these scattered rocks, which you'd think would be a great spot for bass and stuff, but it's pretty weedy, you know, like I guess I could use a prop 8 in here, but yeah, it's just cool, honestly. I mean, it's cool because I'm in a kayak and I can just like bump into them, but if I had a boat, I think they'd get in the way and it'd be pretty annoying. But yeah, I mean, today has been a wild success, to say the least. Probably caught the biggest bass ever that I've caught, so I mean, you can't really top that in a day. And yeah, I mean, like literally that was a back-to-back cast, those two bass I caught, and like right before that I pierced my thumb too, which just stopped bleeding now, but it was quite a sequence of events. And yeah, I mean, I'm grateful and happy. It's fucking beautiful out here, the wind's blowing so it's not too hot. And yeah, I definitely have to come back here again when I have the trolling motor, because this place is fucking huge. So until then, until I make another video, which might be tomorrow, depending on how I do, wherever I end up, but I'll probably do the morning shift as opposed to this afternoon, early evening. So the chances of catching a lot of fish are definitely better then. So yeah, I'll see you guys then.